Hi everyone, you're about to listen to the Carpooling podcast. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel and get your weekly show on YouTube. Or go to iTunes and listen to it wherever you travel. Enjoy the episode.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the greatest podcast ever, Carpooling. So we are your hosts, D-Train and Kristopher Lloyd.
You gotta listen to one or two. It was just classic. I shit my pants.
Real nice, thick, gravy.
Dark the way I like it.
Was your ass hurt the next day?
Fuck no, man. My ass is made of fucking steel.
I'm ready. Oh, I fucked it up.
It's all right.
I went on your band pants.
It's all right.
Not my own.
There's no rules when it comes to the DuckTales theme at the start of this podcast.
I'm focused on my ice cream sandy.
Yeah, we have delicious ice cream sandies. And
So-
for those who've never listened to the show, this is the greatest podcast ever from a Chevy Cobalt, the Carpooling podcast.
Number
Hosts D-Train and Kristopher Lloyd eating ice cream sandies and I'm drinking a coffee like I do.
1. There's new pop ginger. I suggest everyone try it. Pepsi ginger. I tried it. It was reasonable. The last time someone did something like that was like vanilla.
Vanilla Pepsi?
Yeah, like vanilla, wasn't it? That didn't do very well, did it?
I loved vanilla Coke and vanilla Pepsi.
I like to chase it with liquor too. Like it mixed well with a few different liquors, really.
Yeah. Well, I know Cineplex is going around to certain theaters, like in Newmarket. They have your build your own soda now. So once you get your cup, you can build your own soda, and like they have so many different kinds, which is awesome. And they have vanilla Coke and vanilla Coke Zero to be exact.
Did you sneak out and watch Superman?
Yep.
Oh,
I saw it.
shit.
I actually saw it yesterday.
And how was it? From a true film buff.
Well, I liked it.
Okay, good.
Now, everything people are saying is wrong with it. Sure, you can look at it like that. But these are just people's opinion. And I think, like I said before, they're just hating on Snyder. They want reasons to hate him for it. There wasn't one time I was sitting in the movie theater. I watched it by myself yesterday. I didn't think about getting up and leaving. I didn't think this is too long. The story, I was interested in it the whole time. The only criticism I give is that fucking trailer they gave. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that, because I knew exactly what was happening throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, that
because
sucks.
of that. So I could have watched spoilers and stuff, like heard people's opinions on it before. Like I purposely, movies that I know I'm going to watch in the theater, I purposely don't listen to that shit or watch it. And, you know, because of that trailer, spoiler everybody, that's exactly what happens in the movie.
Yeah, that's the movie in a 2-minute form.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's good, man. I'm happy to hear that because I kind of want to see it. You know, I don't want to be disappointed.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you like Man of Steel, sorry, I have a hard time eating ice cream. It hurts my teeth,
Oh, shit.
so I can't chew it.
Should have warmed it up first, man.
Sorry. So if you liked Man of Steel, then you're gonna like this movie.
He saw it 3 times.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd see it that many times. There's a lot of other movies to watch at the movie theater.
Oh, yeah, man.
Like, I can see 2 times.
Yeah, 2's good.
Yeah.
Pick up on things.
Yeah. 3 times is a lot. Probably get bored.
Yeah, it's like you know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. And I also saw Deadpool on Friday. I went and saw it with my wife.
How's that one? That's
That
another
one's
one I want to
phenomenal.
see.
Great movie.
Yeah. A lot of
Hilarious.
comedy, right?
Yeah, hilarious. Ryan Reynolds cock and balls
No.
flopping around.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Sweet.
I've been waiting for this
Yeah.
moment.
Now, I don't know. Maybe they used a stunt double's dick.
Why, was it huge?
No, it wasn't huge. It wasn't tiny. You'd have to watch the scene. I don't want to give anything away. Because, like, something's happening. So, like, if it is small, like, you know, like, it's not, like, blatant, like, hey, look at my cock. It's kind of like Eastern Promises.
I don't know that one.
Well, Viggo Mortensen is fighting a guy.
Oh, naked fight scene? I've heard about that.
So it's like that. Like, I think that's where they got the inspiration for this fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's not erect then.
What do you mean?
He doesn't have an erect penis?
Oh, no. It's not.
That would be illegal, right? We can't show that. It has to be like flaccid.
Mm-mm.
No.
You can show an erect penis. You just get a bad rating. Like you get like NC-17 or something.
Is that worse than rated R?
Yeah.
That's worse than R?
Yeah, you can't market it then.
Oh.
So you can't. So that's why.
So what's the rules with that? If it's that bad, you're not allowed marketing the movie?
Uh huh.
I had no
In
idea,
America.
man. I didn't know that.
In America.
Where killing is like more reasonable than a penis.
Mm-hmm.
Show them cutting his fucking balls off, but don't show his dick.
Yeah, you can only have a certain amount of titties and shit. Like back in our day, PG-13 or PG-13 didn't exist like when we were younger. So it was just PG. Like it went PG to R. So that's why like you watch old movies and you're like, oh, it's only PG, and you're like, man, there's titties,
Yeah.
there's swearing. You're like, what's going on here?
Do you
It's
know
because PG-13 didn't exist back when we were younger.
what's that rule with like if you're in a movie where there's sex and it's rated PG or PG-13, you're allowed a certain amount of thrusts before it's considered something else. So you get like 3 thrusts or something. You know anything about that?
Well, there's all these rules. The thing about the motion pictures, MPAA or whatever it is, the people that rate them, there's no set guideline. Like they'll watch a movie and then they'll send you notes back. Like they'll give you a rating and they'll send you notes back saying, maybe if you trim this scene and this scene, and that's it. Like they never say, oh, this is the reason why it's bad.
Oh.
So the filmmakers have to go back and they're like, well, what could it be? Like, what can I trim? And they start, it starts hurting their whole film. So it's actually a big problem.
Oh, why is that the way it works?
Just because they're assholes, the people that run it. Like,
Well,
there's no, like, there's a certain amount of fucks you can give. Like, there's certain things that, like, But then there's just like, an example would be in a movie where there's lots of death, but it's not shown on the screen. They'll
Just
tell you to cut that
implied
out.
death?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's a scene, and they're like, well, you have to cut that back if you want to get, like, a PG-13
And
or a
people
rated
have
R.
to. Like, people... like
If they want that rating, like, the studio could be like, oh, we need PG-13, not rated R. And then, obviously, you don't want NC-17 or NC-17, which, if you're a studio, if you're an indie film, you probably don't give a fuck. Maybe you do.
So Deadpool being R and breaking all kinds of records, do you think that's going to hurt or like help the industry in having them not be afraid to rock an R every once in a while?
Well, there's been rated R movies before. Like Watchmen was rated R, was it not?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was rated R, unless it came out after rated R. But I think Watchmen came out rated R. Will it change it? I guess, maybe.
I thought R was the worst rating possible.
No, you just have to be 18 or whatever, 17, whatever the age is.
What does the NC stand for?
I don't remember.
Holy shit.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, definitely you want to rate it R. PG-13, that's what all the studios push so they can get the younger kids in there.
Right, maximum money, right?
Yeah, but it also tames the movie down.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you really want to tame it down? But obviously, if the studio's footing the bill, you gotta listen.
I thought that Deadpool was out of theaters by now. It's been a while. I guess it's still making money.
Yeah. It comes out on Blu-ray in May, I think. So probably sometime this month. Some theaters would probably still have it. Like the theater I went to, they were still like, it was like, I'd say half full.
Wow.
And that's the second weekend of Batman and Superman, so I was a little strange. I thought for sure there'd be nobody in it.
And the Back of the Sun said something about sales for Batman versus Superman has just completely dropped.
Right. Well, I have a theory about that.
What is it?
Well, all the diehard people that wanted to see it saw it first week.
Yeah, true.
So once they saw it, they're not gonna keep flowing in to watch it.
Yeah, that's the kind of movie that was. You're either a super fan or you're uninterested completely, right?
Does that not make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Like everybody who wanted to see it saw it right away, and then everybody saw it, so they're like, all right, well that's all right.
What was the budget?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, did they break?
They're over budget. they should make $1 million for sure, or $1 billion.
Wow.
They made almost $500 million on the first weekend.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So they definitely made their budget back. I would assume. I don't know what the budget was, but I would assume yes.
Well, yeah.
But they had like 2 years of marketing campaigns and shit going on, so
That's what I
they
mean.
put a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
But they definitely would have made their money back.
Deadpool cleaned up compared to its budget, right? Like it went retarded more than what it cost, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
One of those things.
Well, they got lucky because the director of Deadpool was a like a CG master, and he did a lot of CG for major motion picture movies.
Oh, okay.
Major motion picture movies. For movies, so like people would hire him to do like, say Batman and Superman. But he got, there's the big long story of how they got the money and everything. And how he saved it was he had such a little budget that whatever they needed to do to pay, they paid, and then he did a lot of the special effects himself.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So like, he wasn't taking a pay for that. Like he got his director pay, if he got a director's pay. I'm assuming he probably took a director's pay if he was doing that much work.
And that's like, what, is that like the most expensive part, the fucking CGI?
Oh yeah, for any comic book movie for sure, unless it's Unbreakable. It's not even really a comic, but it was a superhero movie.
Yeah. Do you know, I was going to say, the 2.0 there, a guy I know at work who loves Superman, he actually found a Reddit dude that made a picture. He won't show me the picture because he said it'll ruin the whole movie.
Right.
But it's just like one thing he drew, and he actually contacted the guy. It's so good, he wants to buy it.
Oh yeah?
And I don't know, I couldn't tell you, but apparently it's pretty popular. Like he's not the first person to have that idea because everyone's like asking this guy if they can get a print of it.
Right,
I don't know
right.
if you saw it or not, but
I didn't see it on Reddit, no.
okay, I can't even describe it because he won't let me see it.
Right, but it involves the movie?
Yeah, it's probably like him standing over a beaten up dude or something, or
Right.
a cool part where Batman and him are fighting or something.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to give anything away because, like, you probably don't even know, like, the stories that these are based on, right?
No.
Like, these movies. So you never, like, there was animated movies that came out in 2012, I think.
And they have to, that's
and
what
it
they...
was the Batman versus Superman fight in cartoon form. And then they originally fought, which those movies were based on, in Frank Miller's 1980 Batman Returns. So this movie is, like, kind of based on that. So, but if you know those stories, then you know what happens in this. And then also, the comic, I don't even want to say the comic because it gives stuff away.
Superman dies?
Yeah,
Or whatever?
right.
Yeah.
The death of Superman. Because he fights Doomsday. Obviously, if you saw the spoiler.
Oh, shit.
I mean, not the spoiler, the trailer. Not the spoiler.
The trailer, yeah.
The trailer that everybody saw because everybody was waiting for it. I still can't believe... What were they thinking?
I don't know, man. You're not alone in your thought process there.
No, like, I'm not. And I'm not just parroting what other people are saying. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I can't believe this is real. Like, I think you and I were talking on the show.
Yeah, we can believe it.
Yeah.
It's like everything, the whole thing was thrown
Yeah.
out. And you see them, like, shaking hands pretty much. You're like, oh, man.
Yeah, you should. I know it was like Dawn of Justice, so like you're like, well, they should become friends because the Justice League, like, majority of the people know the Justice League. At least anybody going to see that movie, so you can't really, end it that they're just gonna kill each other. Maybe you could have, but they definitely didn't have to spoil that. That's for sure.
Well, I watched a 4-minute video explaining exactly what's going on with Civil War.
Uh-huh.
That seems pretty crazy.
Right.
Like at the end, Spider-Man makes a deal with the devil to get his identity secret again.
Oh, yeah?
Like, it's all weird. Like, in the real thing, I don't know if they're going to play that out in the movie.
Oh, that's what happened in the comic?
Yeah, like, it's weird, man. But seems cool.
Why, because everybody knows Superman or Spider-Man's identity in it?
He does it, like, when the Civil War thing comes out, like, some of the mutants, like, identify themselves and stuff to kind of, like, like make the humans whatever.
Because they want to know.
And he's one of them.
Right.
That does
he
it.
identifies
And then by
himself.
the end, he, like, at the end of it all, I guess he makes a deal with the devil to, like...
Bring it back.
Yeah, and it's like, what?
Really, eh?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, I guess the devil is a DC villain.
Right, right.
Or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
Well, who's that one guy? Theos? I don't know. I know he's a bad guy. But anyways, back to the Batman. It sets up like I said before, the universe for future. They wanted to catch up to Marvel. They decided to do it in one bang. And, and they did it. So the next ones, whatever way they start going, and I think they start filming a Justice League movie tomorrow.
Shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
really soon. So, I mean, I can't really complain. Just read the internet, or don't read the internet. Go watch the movie if you haven't heard anything, and just, have your own opinion about it. Seriously. I personally like I said, I personally think everybody's hating on it because of Zack Snyder.
Okay, tell me, who is Wonder Woman?
Who the actress is?
No, she's from the Amazon?
Yeah.
And does she have any power?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I just don't get that.
Yeah, she's...
Because I've never seen any of it.
She's like a god.
Oh.
Kind of like Superman.
Unaware.
I think.
From Earth, though.
I don't know. I don't know much about Wonder Woman. They don't get much into, like, her backstory. They do a little bit. But I'm assuming, by the way she is presented in this movie, she is somewhat of more of a god than, let's say, Batman.
Well, Batman's not a god at all.
No, I know, but you can present the way he fights to be a demigod, sort of. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
He's pretty strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he fucks people up. Like,
So she's strong.
yeah,
like,
but
she
she has
has-
magic shit, too.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Yeah.
All I knew about her was she has a rope that makes you tell the truth.
Yeah, right.
And an invisible jet.
I don't know. I don't think she has an invisible jet in this one.
Okay.
She actually gets on a regular jet.
Oh, shit.
That's not invisible.
All right. That's all I needed clarification. Because she just drops, in the trailer, she drops down with like a shield and a sword or something.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching right now? How does this make any sense?
Well, she's in the whole movie. Just
Oh.
not as Wonder Woman.
And she just pulls it, like, out of everything they're fighting, she thinks her best choice of action is a sword and shield.
Well, those are her weapons that she uses.
Oh.
And her lasso.
The lasso.
Yeah.
The truth lasso.
Well, I would say it's not a truth lasso in this one.
Oh, man. Don't take away the truth lasso.
I guess it is. I don't know much about Wonder Woman. I don't know much about comics in general. I just like watching the movies. I read some comics like The Killing Joke and Dark Knight Returns. All the like important ones, I guess they are.
Yeah.
If there wasn't, seriously, I'd go and read them if there just wasn't so many. Like, where do you start now?
You have to
Like,
go
do
back.
you go back in time
Yeah, you have
to
go
the
back
original?
somehow.
It's like, fuck, how do you go back? And then you go back to when it first started and you're like, these fucking comics suck balls.
What, they boring?
Well, yeah, like, do you really want to read like an old 1950s detective comic about Batman?
Yeah,
He's just
true.
like solving a crime. Who shat on my doorstep?
Yeah,
Like,
he
what
was
happens in
like that.
1950,
I forgot that at one point he was just like a sleuth guy.
Yeah.
Like when.
Well, that's what he is. He's like that's like his superpower, I guess. The world's greatest detective.
Oh. Because that guy that used to play him, that they make fun of in Family Guy,
Family Guy?
Adam West.
Oh,
Like back in his day, it was
yeah.
that. It was just like him figuring
Yeah,
shit out.
yeah. But that was based on the actual back in the day comic, the original one,
Man,
where they
it's come
created
a
him.
long way.
Did you, man? Somebody was like showing and presenting like the weight and the muscle weight of each Batman that was on the screen and the
Alright.
little screen, and Adam West was like fucking 230 pounds. He was pretty muscly, motherfucker, when he was that Batman.
Was he just real tall, so he wore it well?
I guess so.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't fat. Like he was pretty beefy. Like you go look at him, you're like, whoa. He's pretty.
Oh,
But he
wow.
doesn't look like. Well, obviously Ben Affleck is the biggest one.
Really?
He's like 250 pounds of muscle.
Is he big in that?
Holy fuck, he's gigantic.
Really?
Yeah, favorite part of that movie, yeah, is Batman. He is fucking phenomenal.
What about?
You ever play the Arkham Asylum games or Arkham Knight?
No.
Whoa, wow. He's like that Batman. He doesn't fuck around.
But the other guy in part one of Man of Steel, the dude holding up the main guy, Henry Cavill, he looks ripped as fuck in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, he's still ripped. He's ripped in that.
But
like I'd say probably Batman's probably ripper.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because he looked huge in that Man of Steel. I was like, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
All right, Ben Affleck's
I say Ben
rocking out,
Affleck's
eh?
probably bigger. Yeah. For sure. I don't know for sure.
I wonder if how much of it's real. Like, did he really put on all that
Oh
muscle?
yeah. It shows him working out, like CrossFit scene. And like he's he's like half naked. But yeah,
Okay.
he's fucking jacked.
Wow.
Yeah. Definitely was very, very, what's the word I'm looking for?
He was a beautiful man specimen.
Yeah. Like I had a semi.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for.
But then Wonder Woman came in and I was like, which one is it for? Wing, wing.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Confused boner.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I gotta see that one too now. Add that to the list.
Yeah, I would say see it in the movie theater if you can.
The Batman one?
Yeah.
2.0 is gonna lend me Star Wars on the 5th.
It's already out. It's the 5th already.
Oh, well, if he called and said
Came out today.
Yeah, bastard.
Yeah.
Tomorrow then.
You can find it on the internet.
Yeah.
He stayed home to buy it to watch it again? I thought he didn't like that movie.
No, his kid was sick.
Oh, yeah.
Called and sick. That's what he says anyway.
Yeah. When you have kids, you can do that. And work doesn't care.
Oh, that's good. I'll have some for
If
that
you,
one
if you have
purpose.
kids, you
Lend
can
me
say
one,
that your
man.
kids are sick and they don't care.
I'll just lie and be like, yeah, this one's mine.
Yeah. I magically got a kid. How
No,
old?
dependent.
10 years old?
No, I gotta start the lie now. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
right.
no. With your littlest one.
Oh, Harrison. He's actually sick, so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
stay home tomorrow.
Okay,
And you
good.
can look after him.
Good.
I actually think I have to take him to the hospital tonight.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's like, he's got a bad fever and it sounds like he can't, like he's wheezing and can't breathe properly, apparently.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Get him in there.
Well, fucking Lexi was sick too all weekend again. You know, that kid can't catch a break. And then when she gets sick, she gives it to Harrison.
What do? Go to the Emerge or you just...
Wow. Depends what time it happens. Like if we decide to take him, like Steph was watching him and checking his temperature. So if it goes up higher, I guess we gotta go. I don't know. It's like a weird situation where like the internet tells you you'll be all right. And then some of the internet's like, go.
Oh,
or
man.
like be at your own discretion.
The worst is calling telehealth.
They charge you or something?
No, I have called for 5-6 different reasons, and every single time they're like, go to the doctor. Like,
Right.
even for nonsensical things. I guess they're so worried about not giving you that advice and getting sued that
Right.
that's their advice, no
Yeah.
matter what.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but what?
You sit on hold for like an hour?
No, it's like, and then they say, do you mind doing a survey after? And they're like, well, what did you think about this? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, literally, the person on the phone just told me to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, there
Right.
was no help.
Yeah.
So don't try that.
Well, I got a story about that.
Okay.
It was actually, it wasn't for humans. It was for pets. Winston had this disease when we first got him. They were mites.
Yeah.
And they're burrowing through him. And we had to give him this special shit for mites, but it was actually made for pigs. And you're only supposed to give him like little bit, like 0.05 milliliters of this shit. And you put it in ice cream and he eats it. And it was working. And then one night, I always gave it to him and I was gone. So Steph did it. And she gave him like 5 milliliters or something ridiculous. I can't remember the exact thing, but
good
it was
dosing.
huge. And I asked her how, when I got home, I'm like, how did it go? And she's like, yeah, fine. And I'm like, where the hell is he? And we couldn't find him. And I find him, he's hiding under our bed. And I look at him and his fucking eyes are pure black. Like his pupils are just gigantic. I'm like, holy fuck. I was like, how much did you give him? And she's like, what it said. And I was like, show me on here what, like on the thing, how much? And she pointed, and I was like, whoa, that's way too much. So anyways, he was poisoned. And so, you know, vets, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Especially probably for an emergency. So I find out that you can like call this number and, you know, tell them what happens and they'll give you information like, oh, he'll be all right, or maybe you should take him, whatever it is. So I call it and they're like, yeah, it'll be $75. And I was
For
like,
the advice?
yeah. So we ended up paying it. Or maybe it was 50, I don't know. And sure enough, what was the advice?
Go to the doctor.
Go to the fucking vet.
What a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way worse.
I know.
The one I'm talking about is free.
Yeah.
You got hammered. You should have said it.
Well, they were like, well, just watch him. And if he gets worse, go to the vet. So I was like, oh, okay.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No, thanks for the advice.
I mean, it was kind of stupid on our part. Because, like, you know, there was, like, 2 different versions to get rid of the mites. It was, like, this fucking one for swine, which is, like, more experimental but cheaper.
Right.
And then there was, like, this fucking super expensive one.
You roll the dice, buddy.
Well, you know, when we first got Winston, he was, like, $100. And, like, he was, like, brand new.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like, well, fuck, we got to drop $2,000 on him?
No way.
You know what I mean? I was like, sorry, buddy.
What
you
was
haven't
that?
been in the family too long.
What was that worth? The other
one was like $100.
Well, that's way. I wouldn't even consider getting the expensive one.
And he said it's worked. Like the vet was like, yeah, it's worked. You know, just keep dosing him with it. Put it in his ice cream.
Like the breeder sold you it with mites?
Yeah, it was definitely from a pup. He was from a puppy mill for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, like we went there and we're like, oh, he was even the discounted.
And they'll give you this runty one.
Yeah, we'll give you the run for cheaper. And we're like, all right,
Yeah, hell yeah.
sure, why
That's
not?
the best dog I've ever seen, man.
Grimace?
Yep.
Yeah, he's all right.
I mean,
He's getting bitey in his old age.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's a cat
not so
that's
much
been
bitey.
sniffing around the window. He's got to take care of that.
Not so much bitey, just like, I guess barky. Like he barks at everybody. Like anybody
Maybe you
walking
can't
down the
see
street.
anymore.
Yeah,
Like-
it's possible.
You know, they get like they just see blurs, right? And they get
Yeah.
all pissed off.
Can't see. Come
He's
closer.
not that old, is he?
He's 6. He's the same age as Lexi, so it's easy.
Oh yeah, it's easy. Then.
Yeah. So I guess what's that, middle age? But he got dosed, so you know I don't know how much that took out of him.
Yeah,
And his
yeah.
eye color did change from then on.
You know, I like to pretend he likes me, right?
Well, he does like you.
Yeah, but know what I just realized? That's kind of funny. Like if I get fast food or something, then I go in, I'll break him off half a fry.
Right.
And whenever I pull in, he's excited as fuck because he knows, right? But then I realized, like in the morning or whatever, if I'm leaving, he can be sitting right there, but he knows I don't have a treat, and he doesn't give a shit. It's only when I pull. So I know you've been using me, man.
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah, that bastard.
But I swear sometimes like he just like spaces out and he doesn't know. Like sometimes I'll come home and I'll walk right up to him and he'll finally realize what's going on. And he'll be like, "Oh, it's you."
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
He's
I
gotta
like
be
you.
deaf or something.
Yeah.
Or blind or something.
Something's going on.
Or dosed.
Yeah.
The dosed did him in.
Well, that was a long, 6 years ago. 5 years, 6 years ago.
No, he'll be fine, man.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's a funny story because you reminded me of it with calling about going to the doctor.
Oh yeah, fuck. Well, as long as it hasn't cost you too much since then. Then you hear about pet insurance, and it's like,
Right.
fuck, I wonder what that costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess probably we shouldn't have got a dog.
No.
I mean, we didn't have that much money at the time, right?
My mom got one for free from a farm. Its back leg went out. The vet says you got 2 options. You do the one leg for $600 and it might fuck up, or you do it full blast for $2,000. My mom
Right.
says, okay, do the 600. She does the 600, and this was a free dog.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. She has to do the 2,000.
Wow.
And she already did the 6, so she had no point but to do the 2.
Right.
So now we're at 2,600. A couple fucking months later, the other leg goes.
Holy fuck.
$2,000 again.
Wow.
So a dog that was free, 4,600.
Most expensive dog.
But after that, it was fine for like 13 years.
Right, right.
But man,
yeah, that sucks.
I would have just put it down. I'm sorry to say.
You're done, buddy.
Yeah, like $2,000, you're toast.
Yeah, I mean, especially a free dog. It's different like when you get into those expensive dogs. Like, you start buying a purebred, like, say, French Bulldog. They can be like $2,000,
Yeah. There's $1 million dog. That Tibetan Mastiff cost $1 million.
Yeah. So, I guess you wouldn't want to put that dog down after you,
Oh, no.
if it was like
$2,000
$2,000 for his
put it
leg, you're
down.
like, fuck. Now, should I double it? Should I go double or nothing?
No.
But I guess that's what pet insurance is for.
Yeah, that
when you
would
buy an
make
expensive
sense, right?
dog. But
Yeah.
still, how much is pet insurance?
I
You
don't
gotta pay
know.
like monthly or some shit?
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
It's like
So it's like car insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just waiting for him to get hurt.
Yeah, praying.
Yeah. Come on, buddy.
Are you coughing?
Make this worth it. Yeah, anything to get into the vet.
The main thing with cats is what people always complain about at work, that they get crystals in their urine, and they have to be on this expensive vet food for the rest of their life. That's like the most popular ruse so far going on with cats.
Your cats have it?
No, and even if they did, fuck them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Although, how would I know? I don't like. They're monitoring. Oh, the cat hasn't peed in a while, and it probably can't because
crystallized. It's like kidney stones.
Yeah,
but I guess kidney stones you still pee.
Why are these guys doing this? It's 2 lanes again.
They probably don't remember. Look, it's only 1 lane.
Shit.
This fucking thing. When there was an accident yesterday there, I thought it was because of this stupid light.
Oh, okay.
Because I know we talked about it before, but I still don't understand why they changed it. Why do they only have it one way to go left? It backs up onto the highway.
Didn't they open it to the second one? I could have swore.
No, only right. It says new, 2 rights.
That's ridiculous. Everyone goes left.
Yeah, no. Silly.
Oh, well. We snuck in through half, so we're okay.
Yeah, they're pissed off at you. You don't want to look at them.
No, he did the same thing.
Oh, so yeah, all right then. I didn't put that shit in.
What the fuck?
Fuck that, man. I don't have any tools at work.
Me neither.
I'll do it for you at home.
I got 2 headlights out, peeps.
Yeah.
We're driving in the dark.
Yeah. Derek's, he's risky.
I'm rolling the dice.
Yeah, he can't drive at nighttime. Lucky for him in the morning, though, it's light enough.
Yeah, we've been getting lucky.
Yeah.
The snow helps too. Brightens things.
Brightens things, yeah. For our spring snow.
Yeah.
That's lasting 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're in rough shape.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Tomorrow again.
More snow?
Yep.
Wow.
9 a.m.
Yeah?
Put your boots
For
on.
for how long?
I don't know, but it's going to rain too, so.
So it's going to be a big fuck up.
9 snow, 3 rain.
Oh, this is why it's closed off. This wasn't like this last time we went.
No, this is new.
Yeah, so I guess they closed it back off to do more work on it.
Yeah.
Stupid bridge. Come on, can't you just leave a bridge alone?
Yeah, quit picking on the bridge, man.
Yeah, do you really have to work on it all the time? Come on, what's the worst that can happen? Turns into the gardener?
Do you ever get nervous when you're on a bridge? Like, what would I do if the bridge just collapsed?
No.
Oh.
I would just imagine I'd be dead.
I imagine of who I could sue and how rich I'd get.
Oh, okay. You think you'd survive that?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure the tires would cushion me a bit. The cushion seat.
I'd be more worried about the things crushing you from above.
No,
falling
you're
debris.
on top of the bridge.
Yeah, I know, but if it falls in, it caves in.
Oh, and
those pieces are like falling all over the place.
Or the other cars come on top of you too.
Yeah.
Well, man, you've ruined my fantasy now.
Yeah.
I never thought of all that.
No more rich Derek.
No, man. Poor crippled Derek.
Yeah.
This fantasy sucks now.
Yeah,
man.
sorry, man. Sorry to take you out of it.
Yeah.
It's like the pornos. When you actually meet the porn stars, you're like, you're not even that pretty looking.
No, you got makeup on.
Yeah, fuck. You're weird looking. You got so many freckles on your face. I mean, I don't mind freckles, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, that could be good.
But,
somehow.
you know, there's some girls that are super freckle face. Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, she's a freckle.
Like, she puts it off that she's not freckle face.
She does?
Yeah, like if you ever see her old movies, like she doesn't look that freckly.
Oh,
Even up in close-ups because of the makeup.
She
But you
tries
could
to-
tell because of the body. Like you'd see like her cleavage and there'd be like freckles all over her tits.
Freckled cleavage is something.
Something? Yes, of course. It is
No,
something.
I mean, it's like a freckled face can be pretty, but freckled cleavage, I don't know.
But can't you only have a freckle face and have freckle titties?
Yeah, but they hide their freckly face. They don't hide their freckly titties.
Right.
I
But
used to have
if you have freckles on your face, wouldn't you have them on your titties? I don't know. I never had like a lot of freckles.
No, I was freckly faced growing up.
Yeah?
They all seem mostly gone now.
Right.
But I never had any on my chest.
No, maybe there were some spots.
Maybe they're liver spots.
Right. You had a 90-year-old liver
Yeah,
in your 10-year-old body.
I think so.
Yeah, I just remember a few people from high school, like that I went to school with, being super freckly, and then they had freckles all over their body, and then the other people like they'd have a few freckles here and there, and that was it. At least that's all I noticed. Like I never, like when I look at their arm, if they're wearing a T-shirt, they never had them on their arms.
Do they get the same treatment as like redheads do?
Well, mostly they are redheads, right? Aren't they?
Yeah, but not always.
I would say like freckled body ones.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Those are redheads.
Maybe.
Bodies are
Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. Do they get the same treatment? No.
Do you know how there's if you go in Pornhub and type anything in, it'll come up?
Right.
Check freckles. I wonder if there's freckle fetishes.
Freckle puss?
No, just a fetish of freckles.
No, I know. Yeah.
There's one girl that's covered in freckles. She's real popular.
Yeah?
I can't remember.
You don't know her name?
No, she's a redheaded girl.
Right.
Shit, I wish I could remember her name.
Yeah. Because there's lots of redheaded girls in pornography.
Yeah, this one's pure freckles.
Yeah?
I think she plays it to her advantage, though.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, I'm a little freckly 18-year-old.
Right.
Even
And
though
she's
you're
like 45?
30. Yeah.
No, I think it's like, is it 30? I don't know. 35 maybe? When they turn to MILF? Like there's an age that cuts them off.
Okay.
Where they're, there's an age that cuts them off from doing the teen shit. And then there's an age that cuts them off from just doing regular porn. And then it's strictly only MILF.
Because sometimes you see a MILF title and the chick doesn't look that old.
No.
It's like, what?
Yeah, but she's probably like 40, 45.
Yeah, I guess.
Usually the MILF ones are like, they have like bigger asses and bigger tits. And they always play the thing like, oh, my husband's gone.
Yeah.
Or, hey,
My
stepson,
yeah.
why are you jerking off in your room? Let me help you. And then there's like another chick masturbating in the closet.
Yeah,
And then she comes out, she's like, let me help too.
it's always like one old girl and a young couple. And like it's the old mother type thing.
Let me show you how to suck a cat.
Yeah,
Blah,
exactly.
blah, 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 blah,
You don't
blah,
know
blah.
what you're doing. This is
Yeah.
how. Now
And then
you
she
do it.
shows, and then she shows it back, and she's like, you're doing it right now.
Yeah.
I taught you well.
Man, they need to get better writers in the porn industry.
Right.
Some shit's played out.
Yeah, I don't know. With the invention of the internet, the story I don't think is important anymore as it used to be. Like you'd sit down and you guys would watch the movie together
Yeah.
as a couple. Now it's like guys just turn on the computer and quick wank.
Yeah. Fast as they can.
Yeah.
Before they're
Get out of there.
caught.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
In the washroom.
All right.
Mobile phones is a big thing now.
Mobile phones, laptops work great. Mobile phones are perfect because a lot of the times you can just have a passcode on there. Boom.
Yeah, no one's peeking.
And the people who would get mad at you, I guess, for using it would never suspect to go into like your Safari and then like try to start typing words.
Oh, it happens.
Oh, really?
And then you get yelled at.
Really? Gosh, that sucks.
Oh,
I would just put a passcode on my shit then
Yeah.
and just say fuck it.
Technology, man.
Yeah, right.
Passcodes.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe that other person should just get their own phone and never have to look at your phone.
Yeah.
If that ever happened.
Yeah. Maybe they're nosy.
Maybe.
Maybe they were looking especially for that.
Right. That's it. You're not giving me enough sex. That's right. That's why I was
It's
looking
your
at that
fault.
shit. Yeah.
You should have known that.
Yeah. All right, everybody. D-Train's off this week, so that's it for this episode. Bye.
All right, everybody, that is it for this episode of the podcast. Thank you very much for listening. As always, I would like to thank www.radunique.ca. Go there, check out the media work. If you need anything done, message me through the site, info@radunique.ca. If you play on Xbox One, you can play with D-Man, the Grinch54. You can play with me, Kris Asteroid. Follow the show on Twitter @CarpoolingPod. Follow me on Twitter @Kris_Asteroid. If you're listening on iTunes, please subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, and let the world know what you think about the show. Seriously, it would help out immensely. And you don't have to leave a 5-star rating. Just leave anything and leave a comment. Whatever you want to say. It helps out. On behalf of D-Train and myself, Kristopher Lloyd, thank you very much for listening to the Carpooling Podcast, guys. Take care. Bye. All right, everybody. That is it for this episode. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe to the channel so you can get updates when new episodes are released. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Thanks, guys. Bye.